Hello viewers, do you know that next year, in the next 3 years, your immigration aspiration to Canada might be fulfilled? The reason are not far-fetched because Canada just recently rolled out the plan for the next 3 years. So in this video, I'll be telling you what the plans are, what the reason why the plan was rolled out, and how does that affect you, what is the implication of that. So you want to hang on tight, stay tuned. I'll be doing justification to this topic. Hello viewers, so welcome to my YouTube channel. I still remember my humble self, MC Bernardino. This is Canada Reality with MC Bernardino. We are dish out content regarding immigration for those that are in Canada and those that are yearning of migrating to Canada from outside Canada. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, please take some few moments, subscribe to this YouTube channel. There's a notification bell beside it. Click on it so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. And if you enjoy this video, please, it doesn't cost you anything, please hit on the likes button, share this video with anybody that you feel will benefit from it. If you have any question, any concern based on what I'm going to say, what I've said in the past, or you have any question, any area you want me to cover, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I will do justice to those questions. At this point, let me use it to welcome our new subscribers to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for subscribing, and also our new viewers, because without you guys, this channel is actually nothing. So kudos to you. Thank you very much. For those of you that haven't subscribed, please do that. Thank you for doing that. All right, so let us get into the nitty-gritty of our topic of discussion. So Canada last week rolled out for the plan for the next 3 years from 2021 up until 2023 regarding immigration. So before I start saying anything, I want you to listen to the Canada Immigration Minister, what he has to say, and I'll be back.
In Parliament, I was honored to table our 2021 to 2023 Immigration Levels Plan, our roadmap for the next 3 years. The key to both short-term economic recovery and long-term prosperity is immigration. And that's exactly what the plan lays out: a vision to increase our numbers a little every year over the next 3 years. Travel restrictions and other constraints have led to a shortfall in admissions this year, which is why our plan increases immigration over the next 3 years. We aim to welcome 401,000 permanent residents in 2021, 411,000 in 2022, and 421,000 in 2023. With nearly 60% of all new admissions in the economic class, our plan will continue to focus on Canada's economic growth. Our plan is focused on getting the talented people we need and where we need them. Communities with the most immigration consistently see the fastest growth, which is why we're building on the success of our recent pilots and favoring community-based selection models to attract more newcomers to our smaller cities and rural regions across Canada. Keeping families together is important, which is why we will continue to support family reunification. And we will uphold our Canadian values by broadening economic pathways for refugees with the skills to hit the ground running and maintaining our global commitment to protecting the world's most vulnerable. As we focus on rebuilding our economy, we're also mindful that Canada faces the stark challenge of a rapidly aging workforce. In 1971, there were roughly 7 workers for every retiree. Today, there are 4. By 2035, there will only be 2 workers for every retiring Canadian. If this rate continues, Canada will have to pay 40% more for the services like healthcare that we enjoy today. Put simply, we need more workers, and immigration is the way to get there. All
right, viewers, you're welcome back. I haven't listened to Immigration Minister Mendicino. He just stated that Canada, for the next 3 years, Canada will be welcoming over 1.2 million immigrants. So for the next year, which is 2021, Canada will be welcoming 401 immigrants. Going to the 2022, it will be increased by 10,000. Canada will be welcoming 411,000 immigrants. And finally, in the year 2023, another 10,000 will be added. Canada will be welcoming 421,000 immigrants. That's whooping, and that's huge. You want to agree with me that earlier this year, the plan for next year was 341, but because of the COVID-19 pandemic, that could not be attained, and that is why Canada felt it's time for them to re-strategize and bring out the new numbers. And I make bold to tell you that the last time Canada invited as high as 400,000 in a year was way back 100 years ago. That was in 1913, and the reason why that was done was because that was immediately after the World War One. So the World War One ravaged the world, and Canada was not excluded. And Canada felt, how can the country recover after the World War? And that was why in the year 1913, Canada welcomed over 400,000 immigrants into Canada. So the same thing is happening again in this year because of COVID-19 pandemic that has ravaged the world, Canada included. Pandemic, that's affected the economy. Canada felt, how can the country resuscitate? How can the country recover from this pandemic? And that's why the country projected that the best thing is to invite over 1.2 million immigrants in the next 3 years. All right, so now let us talk about why is Canada inviting over 1.2 million immigrants in the next 3 years. All right, the reason why I said it earlier on is just because of the COVID. The major reason is just because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And in addition to this, statistically, it was discovered that over 18% of Canadians are 65 years and above. I'll repeat that. 18% of Canadians are 65 years and above. That is huge. That means that presently in Canada, we have more old people that are 65 years and above that will be retiring. They are 18%. And that will actually, if nothing is done as soon as possible, that will drastically affect the economy of the country. So that is why Canada government add up the numbers and felt, in order for them to cushion for this 18% of old age, it is better more immigrants are welcome into Canada in the next 3 years. Another reason why Canada felt that 1.2 million should be welcome in the next 3 years is because statistically also birth rate of women in Canada stood at 1.47. That is reasonably low. 1.47 reasonably low as compared to what is obtainable globally. So Canada felt that since the child birth rate is low, the only one of the ways actually they can use to balance that is to invite more immigrants into Canada. And that is another reason why 1.2 million will be immigrants will be injected into Canada from year 2021 up until year 2023. All right, viewers, do you have any question based on what I've said so far you don't understand, or you have further question you want to ask regarding, you want to know how it affects you? Please feel free to drop it in the comment section. I will do justice to your question. And if you haven't subscribed, once again I want to beg you, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. Thank you very much for doing that. All right, so now let us now look at how does that affect people like you that are outside Canada, or even if you are inside Canada. How does this affect you? Okay, now talking about how does this affect people like you that are outside Canada, or even if you are in Canada, especially for those that are outside Canada, it affects you because based on the information that we also receive from Canada government on this immigration plan, 60% of these people that will welcome will be from the economic class. So that means that Canada is actually looking out for the best of the best globally. They're looking at those that can actually impact the economy of the country to help to make it vibrant and bring it up to speed as soon as possible. So Canada is not just inviting anybody. So majorly they'll be looking at people in federal skilled workers, federal skilled trade workers, Canadian experience class, provincial nominee, rural and northern immigration. Students are also not exempted. So these are the areas from which they will be picking people. So you might want to ask this question, that the 401 for next year, does it mean that 401 applicants? No. So it means 401 applicants and their family. Take for instance, you are coming into Canada through express entry, the husband, the wife, and 2 children. So the 4 of them are included in the 401 for next year. So those are the number of people that encompass, that made up the number that will be coming next year in 2022 and in 2023. So that is it. So what you need to start doing right now is that, you need to intensify your effort. from next year, if you're applying for provincial nominee, start eating it out, start making sure you get all the documentation right before the end of this year, so that next year you want to be among the first one that will be chosen. Also, rural and northern immigration express entry. If you're coming in as an international student, if you're in Canada, you want to apply as a Canadian experience class, you need to intensify your effort, because you need to make sure that for the huge number that will be invited, that will be welcome next year, you want to set a goal for yourself that you want to be among them. So all you have to do now is to start. If you have to do your English test, if you have to apply for your school admission, whatever you want to do now, start doing it now. You know, on this channel, all I do is to encourage people like you, because I was once in your shoe outside Canada, and I know that information is very paramount, and that is why I take my time to bring this information to your doorstep. So if you have any question on how I can help you, please drop it in the comment section. I will do justice, because that gladdens my heart. Okay, viewers, at this point I will do a quick summary of what the information that I brought for you today. All right, in this video I told you that in the next 3 years, starting from the year 2021, Canada will be welcoming over 1.2 million immigrants into Canada. In the next year, it's going to be 401,000. In the year 2022, it's going to be 411,000, and finally in the year 2023 to increase to 421,000. So you want to take advantage of this by making sure that you start getting the documentation right. Whatever application you want to apply for, when 2021 comes in, start putting those applications, because you could be among the lucky ones. So you don't want to be exempted. Start getting the information right. If you have any question, once again, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I will do justice to those questions. And please, if you haven't subscribed, so many of you come to this channel, you watch my video, you ask me question, but I see that you don't subscribe. Subscribing to this channel doesn't cost you anything. That's the least thing you can do. Please, once again, hit the subscription button, turn on the notification, so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. And if you enjoy this video, once again, that won't cost you anything. Please smash on the likes button, share this video with anybody that you feel will need it, till I come back to you again with another very interesting video on Canada Reality with MC Bernardino. Please stay safe, stay out of trouble. Thank you very much. Peace out.